Hi there, my name's John Price, and this is one of a series of videos in a series called Bridge Bidding Made Easy. And this video is about the characters in a bridge auction. It's a presentation aimed at intermediate bridge players. Now, if you want to make your bidding easy, you need to know what character you are in the auction of a bridge hand. So let's remind you of the characters that you could possibly be in a bridge hand. The one that we all want to be is the opener, or I'd like to call it the talker. If you're the opener, then it usually means you've got a very good hand. And you've also got the help of some bidding system to help you in your task of bidding your hand. It could well be, most likely to be, the 5-card major system, or perhaps the ACOL system, which I use. Whatever the system, you get that help, but you're the only player in the characters of the bridge to get the help of that bidding system. Also, most of the time, you end up being the declarer as well. So you've got the job of using your lovely cards to make the contract. And that contract was usually decided not by you, but by your partner. And so, if you don't make the contract, you've always got your partner to blame because they bid too high. You are going to be the player who makes the very first bid in an auction. Now let me warn you, you might pick up a hand that is very good, 12 points or more, that's an above average hand. And you've made in your head loads of preparation of what system you will use in bidding out that hand. And lo and behold, somebody else opens the bidding. As soon as somebody else does that, you can't be the person to make the first bid. So you cannot be the opener. It's no use saying, well, I am going to be the opener of our partnership. Too late. It's only the opener who makes use of their bidding system and talks in that bidding system to their partner and to everybody else who's going to be listening. But you cannot be unless you are the first to bid in an auction. Character number 2 is the responder. And I want to refer to that person as the listener. Oh dear, now this really is a difficult task. I think that this player deserves all the sympathy, yet all the honour goes to their partner, the opener. The responder is the player who is the partner of the opener and also makes a bid. Sometimes somebody opens, but their partner really does have a very weak hand and just can't find a bid at all. They're not the responder. They haven't responded to anything. They're just sitting there quietly. Usually as soon as you do pass, then your opener will glare at you because he had high hopes of being the declarer in the contract. But that's the way things are. However, it's the responder who has the job of deciding the final contract. All the glory goes to the opener, but the responder has the biggest and the most important job of deciding the suitable contract. It's the hardest of all the 4 possible characters when playing a bridge hand, and I will be talking about all the possible ways you can make that job more easy. Then there's an overcaller, or I want to call it the spoiler. Now, this is a player who is not in that opening partnership. Somebody's opened and their partner has bid, so they're the responder. But you are going to make a bid, and you're the first of your partnership, the other partnership, to make a bid. Usually, you're doing it with the aim of spoiling the party for the opening pair. Though not always. Sometimes the opener has a good hand, but you and your partner also have very good hands. It's really going to be, should have been your contract, but there's somebody else has opened. That's why a week 2 and a week 3 opener is so effective. Somebody opens with a weak 2 spades. For goodness sake, they haven't even got a decent hand. They've only got 6 to 9 points. Yet they've taken over that lovely title of being the opener, and no one else in that bridge hand can be the opener anymore. So you might be sitting there with a really great hand. You had such plans for it. Yet now you can't use your bidding system, be it 5-card majors or ACOL or whatever, because you are not going to be the opener because somebody else was there to do the very first bid. However, most of the time you're thinking to yourself, I've got some decent points here. I'm not going to let the opener and the responder have their own way. I'll spoil the party for them. Finally, there is one last character, the 4th possibility. Doesn't always happen that you have this particular character. But if somebody has opened and their partner has responded, and your partner has also made a bid, they've overcalled, then if you do make a bid, then you will be called the advancer, or a better name, the accomplice. And you are the partner of the overcaller, but you've also made a bid. You don't have to, but if you want to have this title of being this character, the advancer, then you make a bid. And usually it's with the express purpose of joining and supporting her partner in the mischief he has started by being the spoiler. So, I think bridge bidding can be made easy, but it has to be, you need to know who you are. Are you going to be the talker? Are you going to be the listener? Are you the spoiler? Or have you got into the bidding by being the accomplice of the spoiler? Once you know who you are, then you can follow the various rules that each of these characters has to follow, and then the bidding will be easy. Thanks for listening.